So I already messed up one recording, so let's hope I don't mess up another one. And I didn't lose that much time. I just forgot to do something, so it should be fine. As I get out of this school, and maybe I was thinking of whether or not I should go towards Osa, do the thingy, or do anything else. But as that death mask proceeds to not activate yet, maybe I could have just gotten lucky on rolls. I think what we're actually gonna do is go fight Moonless. I think that's what I'm planning to do. So, without further ado, let's do that. Because the goal of this video is to reach at least Marina, so I can brainstorm a bit more. I've already started implementing things, so I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss anything else as I go through the rest of doing a Marina affection and a Bella affection. Again, I won't say exactly what I'm planning to do with Marina yet, because I mean, it's not guaranteed, because I could change anything on the fly. That said, I have to stop for a moment, because I have to do a thing. And, depending... Oh, that lady isn't here. Okay, well... I guess... Actually, can I? I think I can, right? Unless I defeated her somewhere else. Alright, let's just take care of Doppelganger me, then. Yeah, I don't mind. Hello, Levy. I mean, me. So, we should be able to run here. And if I don't miss because of weird things, I should be okay. So... Yeah, as I said, Rusty Pipe? Nah, it's barely, well, it's like 16-ish damage difference, give or take, because, well, you do roll variance on damage, but, you know, for the most part, it should go down immediately. That way we don't have to worry about any weird things. I might not even have needed to, fire a shot. I just do that out of habit, just in case weird things happen, like me missing. But, anywho, moving on. I think I'm forgetting something. Anywho. Yeah, because the first... Well, usually you are, getting Marina during the night for your first time, but that's not temporary. And if Henrik is still alive, by night-ish, or is it day 2? I can't remember. Well, if Needles is alive, he definitely kills Marina first. I think he has priority. Again, I haven't taken a good look. I want to say Needles takes priority, but I don't know... I just want to be super sure, because there are moments where it's not clear from what I've seen, but most of the time Marina ends up dying, if she doesn't get kidnapped. But, again, for me, testing that out, it's harder to see, because, well, in test play, or from playthroughs that I have experienced and remembered, because most of the time I end up defeating Needles before day 1 night anyway. So, yeah, that's why I have to read through what's in between the lines as I autopilot through the rest of this puzzle that I need to do to get to Moonless. But if that's not the case, I don't think, again, it's not much of a spoiler if I'm really not planning to do it. So I guess this much I can say. So I'm not planning to do anything before night, which does kind of make... I was scared of things becoming a bit stale, because, well, essentially you're just doing the same thing over and over. If nothing else, hey, if you're watching this video, here's my little tidbit or tips. Keep saves of where you want to be in the affection mod, so that you can try to test things out. That said, if I add anything near the beginning or in day 1 morning, then you would have to play through anyway. So should I do things day 1 morning? Maybe I should. At least I probably will. Again, I say probably. Nothing is certain. But as we add more and more, it's like, how can I not touch more day 1 morning stuff and day 2 evening stuff, depending? Because I do want to still give you things here and there to do. So while I wouldn't lock you into doing it like you have to do it in the morning, but I definitely will allow you to do it on day 1 morning or day 1 evening or whatever time I decide. And then give you basically a timer, just like how timers work in Termina right now. And yeah, watching people even just play Fear and Hunger 1 has given me a lot of information about what to do and maybe what to not do. But again, until that actually gets out to more people and I get more feedback on it, because I've gotten some feedback, it's just not the most, but I mean, more than what I have now, I would assume it would be a bit much for me to handle as one person doing one mod, so... Well, handle in terms of, like, time spent, because, again, I am working on other stuff in the meanwhile, so... Yeah. What do I want to do here? Bedel's Leechmonger, I guess this, because that mitigates the Howl. I forgot to re-equip this, although I should really equip something else, but... Because I think... why do I not remember this stuff? Or at least either or looked it up. Weaknesses, but it's fine for now, I guess. I will drink before this, because I don't want to have to drink during battle, if I can help it. But I will pop pep pills, because by the time we're at the end game... Again, I don't always assume that this is going to be the case. I also probably should have healed, but, depends of... Yeah, so Abella has a phobia, we're definitely going to heal her. Actually, what we're going to do is unequip the eye, and then we're going to re-equip it on Abella, quickly. That way, when I give her a blue herb, she gets, near topped off. Herb. And she should pretty much almost all heal. The other interesting thing is I think you can do this. Can you do this? I think it sticks for some reason. I swear it does. Well, even if it doesn't stick, I don't really care, because it's not like it hurts me that badly anyway. I just need to make sure I have anything else set up. So I need to unequip with Abella, then re-equip next turn. I also should have checked if I had head equipment, but I don't think I do. So, let's do this and just see what happens, because I might as well do it here. Someone could probably tell me, but better to test things out, is what I'm going to say. And here I would do my anything else before Moonless fully emerges, but hey. Although I probably would have wanted to have it affect all parts, but really we only care about the body, so yeah, let's re-equip the Eye of Sylvian on Levy, or me, and let's get to it. But yeah, I definitely want double turns here. So out of curiosity, yeah, so the body does burn here. So theoretically, I could do it at the very beginning, question mark? Well, still, we're going to do this, because I want to dislodge Black Steel, and Miasma more so I don't have to go through poison, but I really don't need to do this either. I mean, it's a good idea, too, for me, but hey. And we're just gonna gamble double... Nah, am I gonna gamble? No, I'm not gonna gamble. I'm gonna throw 1 glass shards. Abella, you guard. If Abella didn't have phobia against... I have a phobia against Moonless. Oh my goodness. Nice miss, by the way. Ugh. Well, now I get to do double. And then we're gonna guard again. And then after this turn, we're gonna start smacking it away at Miasma. You definitely... You're able to Rev 3 again before Miasma should start spreading poison, but... I mean, it doesn't hurt to be extra safe here, because I can at least take poison. Getting hit by Gaping Bite, assuming he somehow hits me a bunch of times, wouldn't be great. So, yeah, so let's do this. And let's dislodge Miasma ASAP. Oh yeah, I was thinking of a thing. Anywho, that might be a good idea. Again, I'm brainstorming here, but I know it's not really... It might not be exciting for you if I don't say what I'm thinking in my mind, but I guess while I'm waiting here, I should just take notes, because, yeah. Hold on. And there's Miasma going off, so never mind, I don't get to Rev 3, but I'm still going to dislodge it, because I don't want it to keep spreading in my face, so, yeah. Oh my goodness, never mind. Or I guess I'm not going to dislodge it. Let's take this risk, then. Meanwhile, Abella does not take the risk. This should dislodge it, please. Okay, I was about to say. Help! Yeah, 1 white vial, and you have a lot of white vials during the whole run, but, let's not push ourselves any more than we need to, and we will concentrate on doing other things. But yeah, as I wrote down notes, just want to be sure. And see if that's a good idea, what I'm thinking of doing. If it's not, then I just won't do it. But, that said, do I take a risk here? I'm gonna take a risk here. I'm gonna guard anyway. If every single attack hits, though, I could die. Maybe. Unless he does, like, less than 10 per hit. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, please. Otherwise, I would like to defeat Moonless now. That would be great, too. But, that'll depend on Abella, so hey. Yeah, and then he burns. So, yeah, so the thing about Marina is, again, this is a spoiler warning for about 10 seconds just to make sure you have enough time to react and either... Well, I mean, I'm not going to put timestamps, but if you're watching this video, I assume you're okay with pretty much full spoilers here and there as we get Annabella affection. But... yeah, Marina disappears if you take her back to the train cabin. That I've seen more than a few times in my noob playthroughs that are on this channel still. But if you go anywhere else, like if you sleep with Marina in your party at Preval Bop, I assume she doesn't disappear? Because I swear that's what happened before, but maybe not. Let me get rid of this poison, by the way. But definitely I know if you drop her off on the train, she, like, disappears until she arises back. I think, and all the times I did something like that, I usually defeated Levy as well, which means there's no Weeping Scope events, so that's quite unfortunate, but yeah, you know what? Even though I have the Eye of Sylvian, I'm gonna Mixed Herb anyway. Abella can stay at 83. If I run into a phobia, though, that's not gonna be great, but nothing I can do about that. But yeah, Marina during day 1 night, day 2 morning is a bit of a oof. So maybe I should allow you to recruit her earlier. But then that messes up a lot of, well, balanced things in my mind. But actually I need to equip Black Steel first. What am I doing? Yeah, but I mean, maybe it's warranted. If I'm gonna be adding more stuff, I guess, if nothing else, I'm gonna make you work for it, but we'll see what I ultimately decide to do. So, when the time comes. Also, I should have wrenched through, but it's okay. So, yeah, we're gonna still... I think about Marina affection. I mean, might as well, if as I'm going through this to eventually recruit Marina, it wouldn't hurt anyway. But again, that does give me a lot of ideas, even as I'm running through here right now. Like, I've got an idea that I haven't thought of before. Now, the question of whether it's a good idea or not, will really depend on how interactive I make movement, I guess. I'm not going to say exactly what I'm saying, what I'm thinking of, but there's something... Oh, I wanted to drink beer for Levy. But, actually, I could have just lit candles, but I like their mind being equal. That way I don't have to think about more healing. Unless I would have equipped Bettles on Levy, but that... But that is something I can talk about. Equipment across 3 or 4 party members. That's going to be a bit of not an oof, but I guess it will be interesting. But I do want to do something about that. Because, well, if you're lugging around 4 party members and one of them dies and you don't want them to die because of the way the mod works, then yeah, I want you to be able to have them survive. That being said, I'm not just going to give you the gear too, so really depends on what I think is best after some implementation, note-taking, and then testing, and then a loop of that. But if I don't do that, well, we'll see. I could also try to fight Osa here, but I think he, like... I think he has a lot more HP than I expect, so maybe not just yet. What I will do is, I think Samurai goes down pretty quickly. And again, I do have to also assume that you may or may not defeat, like, 75% of the contestants. I think it's been a little less than that, but, and you know what, why don't we just grab this while we're here? Yeah, I don't know if I want to assume... I mean, I do want to assume that you have experience. That much I know for sure. But, whether or not... Again, because you could do a whole host of things, so I want to be able to give you the choice. That much I know. But that does mean I have to add... I guess that would have to mean I have to add more methods, which I don't really mind doing. I just have to be very careful so that, well, A, you can't just farm for it, and B, nothing glitches out when I implement. So if and when I do implement something like that. So is the catchphrase of this video, because I'm thinking of a lot of things. So I should really stop. I mean, there's no other like pause words I can use aside from Also, I think he's gonna walk back, but it's fine? Question mark. Interesting note that you can't actually... I mean, it is a bug. I think I've mentioned it before when I, whenever I do it, I call it adrenaline, but it's not really that. I mean, I'm just messing around with, like, terminology and stuff, but, yeah, when your stamina hits 0, but you still continue to run, it's obviously a blub. It's obviously a bug. That you're running even though you're empty on stamina. I almost put in my interjection again, but yeah, talking about stamina and whatnot, I mean, you can make interesting changes to stamina too, as I found out. I don't think I'm gonna do that though. I want to get through the characters at least. The characters are more interesting to me than messing around with some of the game mechanics. Some of the game mechanics that the developer made for this game is quite fun to like try and mess with and like replicate to make a mod of some sort. At least I've seen other people do things. I need to focus for a moment just to make sure. If I miss, no, someone's getting a limb blown off, but I don't have any Salmon Snake runes or anything, so Abella doesn't like it, but she's gonna help me wrench toss. So yeah, here's specifically. So I mentioned it before, and if I crit, it doesn't matter. But assuming I didn't crit, yeah. So party members usually they usually hesitate there, and yeah, that does make things easier overall. Easier there, but overall, I think the difficulty of the mod, if you're trying to do the mod proper and not just do the mod and then end up doing just like regular vanilla run, it does increase the difficulty. But let me know if you think otherwise. That's why I'm doing that's another reason why I'm doing a video like this, if I can decide on what I want to say. I also have the apartments left, but we'll head there. If I believe I took in a sharp breath and I didn't catch it on the mic, which is interesting. But let me do this. So yeah, I had to think for a moment. Yeah, I forgot what I was talking about. It's fine. I don't think I've actually hit the bookstore yet, right? Yeah, because I think I got scared off, quote unquote, scared off by needles. I do want to get an extra copy of Battles, though, for free anyway. Because you can buy Battles, obviously, but I don't feel like doing that. Actually, let's see if I did. I did not go through the church yet, yeah. I think I was scared off by Needles, so... Even though Needles doesn't come here specifically, I mean, he does, but what I mean is the alleyway jump scare. And then I think I remember deciding to just go, no, I'm gonna head to Preheval Bop first. Which, again, is not always your route through the city. It's just the route that I normally take, for whatever reason. And I can't assume that other people will do this. Okay, let me focus for a moment. I'm gonna go slow here. Again, I'm not speedrunning. You can't even run, can you? Oh, well, you can't run past your stamina limit is the rule, I think? But, as we're doing this, if I fall down and break a leg, I shouldn't, but... Yeah, here we're home free, so it's fine. And as I think about, yeah, again... if I didn't already mention... Why do I stutter like this? If I didn't already mention it in this video, then... let me see. I'm thinking of where I'm gonna go now. Yeah, probably to the bookstore. I don't think I've looted it yet. Either way, we're about to find out. I did come here, apparently. Yeah, I did, for the trash can. Yeah, if I didn't already say it last video, let me just say what I want to say. Yeah, Marina's affection, they're at least going to be a bit of, a few of them tied to the church. And you can do them all in the same, time period. So, yeah, I just want you to be able to do that. Should I just get rid of this guy here? I don't have speed yet. But if Needles is here, didn't I? No, I didn't take care of him yet. There's a rifleman there. Okay, so I definitely didn't visit the bookstore yet. Otherwise, this guy would be dead. Or, I'm sorry, I would have defeated this guy. Even though you end up getting heads from enemies and whatnot. But defeat is a nicer word in case robots decide to robot. And we can try to one-shot this guy. The only scary thing is, yeah, if you miss, I think you can still miss, right? Even if you stop his head and you attack his head. I think Wrench Toss has... I don't know. Let's do this. The unfortunate... But yeah, so let me just not slip, and then let me not miss, because Levy has a phobia, and if he gets whacked 3 times, he absolutely probably dies. And I also wanted to do a Marina Affection event in the bookstore, but we'll see if I actually implement that. There's Venushka. There's Mahavre, and here is food. And then we will also Funger here. I could save it. I should, really. What else am I gonna do? Not really much. But let's do this. Let's loot this first before I do this, just because I like to. Well, I've learned to like to loot before saving, so that I can, try to not save scum as much. I don't know that, even though that's not really a big thing to worry about. I mean, it's something that I don't want to do now. So yeah. Meanwhile, if I was on Massa mode, that we throw all of that out the window, and you save as many times as you want. Nice leather armor, by the way. So yeah, we'll save it here. This won't be the end of the video yet. That'll be when I start just sleeping. Because when I sleep, I save. So that's why I'm a bit more confident, but not too much confident, because I still end up dying sometimes, and it's mostly my own fault. Most of the time. How many shillings do I have? I should have checked this before. I don't know why I did this to myself. I think I was close. Yeah, I have 99. Whoops. Which is an interesting thing. That I could talk about, because I could try to change that. I mean, I could change that myself. But from a balance standpoint, I mean, it does introduce not an interesting dynamic. I don't want to give it that much, because that's just more a limitation of the game engine most of the time. Not that people haven't already made mods, but holding 99 shillings, and then if you get more shillings, losing that, basically. He appeared out of nowhere, by the way, right? Yeah, so having a limit of 99, even though theoretically you can carry more, if you want to try to be lower, if you want to try to lower it up, that was a lot of damage. Yeah, if you want to try to lower it up, you could say, carrying around 99 shillings is harder than it looks. Otherwise, I mean, carrying, 200 shillings probably isn't the hardest thing in the world either. So, you know what? I'm going to double rev here. I forgot what... Well, I kind of... No, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Well, we're also not going to let Abella try to take the last hit to try and heal. But as I hear something... Hold on. One, this is why I don't stream, but on the other hand, 1B of that argument is that, yeah, just making sure, because I don't remember. Yeah, when if I were streaming, if I were to choose a time to stream, it would be at a time when I know I'm not going to be interrupted, and the people, that I'm with would know that I'm, streaming. So, that being said, if I'm recording a video, obviously it's a bit more, it's a bit trickier than that. I shouldn't really kite this guy like this, because I need to actually... Do I? No, I don't. No, I don't. What am I talking about? That said, well, it's too late now. He's not in my way, but I might as well. But yeah, even walking around like this gives me ideas for the Marina affection. And that's probably... Maybe I should make that the last time I say it. Probably only say that once per video, just to be sure, but... yeah, just things I could do, because otherwise the thing that this, at least this recording has gotten me to think about a lot is, making people replay the affection mod over and over and not really experiencing much. Not that the current update has a lot in it right now anyway, but, I mean, as I continue building on the mod and becoming more comfortable with the things I want to include and implement, then I should be a bit more, again, expansive in what I want the mod to do. Expansive isn't the correct word, but it's the only one I could think of at the moment. But I hope you get what I mean. Basically, adding more to each update, and then if I need to make any bug fixes or crashes or typo fixes, then I'll do. Well, typos will probably be with other things. I won't just update because of a typo, but unless it's but that would be a crash. Anywho, moving on. So I think Pocket Cat is here, isn't he? Well. Is there anything I can do? Tonica Levy Samurai. Yeah, so I can buy a book. What? Did I just see? Okay, no. I got Tonica twice. So, as I autopilot through this event, yeah. Or at least thinking of what I want to... Maybe introducing things for the player as my stamina. I ran into this event, didn't I? It's fine. Here's needles as well. But, yeah, thinking of things that I can do so that the player isn't just replaying things over and over too much. At the same time, that would be interesting. And I guess that would also include more ways of... I forgot. I should have checked my books. I didn't check my books. I want to say I didn't get an Ulmer's book. Otherwise, if I want to be safe, I should just get a Book of Enlightenment. So, yeah, I'm going to do that. And away I go. But yeah, talking about the topic I was talking about, yeah, it's we'll see what I ultimately plan to do. I do want to add at least something to what you're already like to day one morning. That I know for sure. Whether it's related to Marina or not, we'll see. I don't plan to do more than 2 characters. I'm not that. I know my own scheduling priorities and limits, so I'm not going to do that. Meanwhile, if I can bait Needles here because he can't climb ladders yet. Yeah. Otherwise, defeating this Bobby would be nice as well. Not that it would help me that much, but hopefully this Bobby doesn't end up actually just booping me over and over. That being said, did I save it? I did save it, right? Did I not save it? I think I saved it. Yeah, I saved it. Yeah, because I remember talking about the thing. Talking about being confident with Almers, and that being said, I guess I should check if I have Almers now, because that will determine if I want to head back to the train or not. I have to also remember not to, because by this time, especially with the Bella affection, if I'm playing with the Bella affection, because obviously I've tested it myself, and then played it just to make sure everything's okay. Yeah, this specific routing through the game that I do, I like to loop back to the train. If I don't have Almers, set up Almers, because I'm probably not heading back to the train, and then I like to defeat everyone there, Marco, Olivia, and Marina, but I have to remember not to defeat Marina here. You should be here, right? Yeah, you are. So, he should nah, I don't need a bear trap. I don't need to check for a bear trap. I should be able to do this. So, come on, you clown. Come on. Why so far? He's he's coming. Oh, I'm a soldier. Hiya! I barely have it. I think I can actually pistol shot instead. Let me see. What was that? 6, 7, and let's see. I forgot his actual HP value. I should be doing this. I completely forgot until I saw it. Someone else doing it, and I'm like, that's right. Because he has an odd number HP value. I think that would have been... let me just make sure. Because I had 9 bullets, so I shot... So he has 15 HP, and each rifle shot does normally 2, unless I'm remembering wrong, because there are bugs with firearm perks right now, or mainly Levy's perks, but, yeah, anywho. Oh my goodness. Your head is so thick, sir. Duke, sir. Anywho. Yeah, so I want to head towards the apartments. And if we somehow spawn a mob, I really should go through, Pre-Evil. I should also have, no, that's right. I wanted to head back to the train. To at least, well, actually, I should check if I even have Almers. I don't think I do. I do. Never mind. Forget what I said. If I already activated it, it wouldn't be a bad idea to go back to the train anyway. The only thing I can't do... Actually, can I do it? Defeat Marco and Olivia? I mean, that would be something I could test. That's probably something I'm gonna test. But we'll loot this while we're here. Maybe I want an event in here as well. I need to remember that I have 99 shillings. I really shouldn't be looting as much as I am. But, and on places where I know shillings can drop. But, anywho. Yeah, let's fill up the wine and loot this place as I think about other stuff. Yeah, because this restaurant is nice, and I think it's the first place Henrik can... No. No, it's the other restaurant. Wrong restaurant. Not this restaurant. It's another one I'm thinking of. Nonetheless, the ultimate end goal, if you're doing that, is obviously Pre-Evil Bop, but obviously that... Oh, nice door miss, by the way. Obviously, that has an inherent downside on day 3 specifically, so, you know. And then apparently he disappears from what I've looked at until the evening, so that's a little, you know, that's a little oof, but... Yeah, not a lot of people, I'm not gonna say not a lot of people, but if you're the type to not rush through and like, or it's your first time going through, several things can happen. But if it's your first time going through, people might end up dying here and there anyway, and then Pre-Evil Bop is actually maybe like a day 2 thing. Sometimes, from what I've seen, mainly it's like day 1 night, but that's after a lot of, maybe a lot of game overs and stuff, for people who are blindly playing anyway, from what I've seen. Because this game does not have a hunger and starvation mode. Hunger and starvation? I'm going crazy. Wrong one. That might be the wrong thing. Anywho. Yeah, it doesn't have a middle mode between this mode that I'm playing right now and Massa mode. So, yeah, it's hard to kind of gauge No, I won't say that. Yeah, I'll stop saying what I was gonna say because I don't think that's true. So, that's it. Sometimes I still say things if I think it's worth thinking about, even if it's wrong, but not this one. So yeah, we're heading back to the train. Marina is here. I guess. Yeah. Okay. I got another idea, but whether or not it's a good or bad one, eh. At the same time, we have to remember that for Abella specifically, you can only get Abella in the morning unless I change things. Like maybe I want to, maybe I don't. A lot of people would have hoped to save Abella and Henrik both, and then one person actually allows you to do it with a mod. So it's not absurd to do. I'm just thinking about the best way I would want to implement that if I wanted to. Yeah, so at least we set up Almer's here. We're not going to drop Abella off because she pretty much needs to stay with us. Didn't I? Yeah, I do have a port in Greenville, so I might as well to save time mostly. Our mine should be kind of Levy's mine is low, but we have a lighter, we have matches. Well, I think we have matches. Either way, we have ways to light up places. And then, yes, because I came from outside and did that, that's right. Abella goes back down. Whoops. But yeah, since Abella... So what I originally wanted to talk about when I was talking about Abella stuff was that, yeah, during the morning, you obviously can't go to evening, otherwise Abella disappears. That also means that you could stuff things during the morning, but once you get her at Tunnel 7, she pretty much stays with you until she disappears. So in the base game, so like it's not the hardest thing to do, and most people pick Abella over Henrik anyway because once you know a bit more, you pick Abella almost every time because food is often a non-issue. Can you not stand there? Oh my goodness. Hello. I'm not confident enough to kind of step into the squares that they didn't step in, so I'm just gonna play it a bit safer. If I were on Massa mode, however, that would be a bit different. But I want to go at least this way, so that I can go through Tunnel 1 this way. This is for Abella affection. Otherwise, I would have just gone through for the apartment. But again, we're doing Abella affection here as well. So again, you don't have to take this routing. You could actually have Venushka first right after Tunnel 7. And being just fine. Here, I like to do both tunnels and Moonless, and then do this tunnel last. Of course, that still brings up the issue of exposing Abella's ties to the NLU, which is probably the last one you're gonna get, just by nature of if you're not Karen, you need Karen to get that affection point. But maybe I'll add more ways to get Abella's affection. But if nothing else, I know for sure this time I want it to be... Okay, good. Oh, never mind. Well, do I have... Oh my goodness, I couldn't pause it because the game was lagging so badly. So we're gonna try doing this, and if we die, we die. Good thing I saved it at some point. But, oh, yep, this is gonna be really bad. So if Abella dies here, we F5 immediately. I'm gonna F5 immediately. This does a lot of damage, by the way. There goes an arm. She doesn't need both arms. I need both arms, but let's try to run again. And then I'm mashing menu. Nope. I just need to immediately run. Oh, goodness. Well, again, yeah, if either of us dies, it's pretty much game over. Or maybe this is the end of the video. It wouldn't be a bad length to go through. But, yeah, that's the end of the video! So, yeah, without further ado, I'm going to F5 here, and I guess I'll see you next time. Again, at least I've gotten a lot of things to think about, so I should write it down while it's still fresh in my head. But, yeah, I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching! Spooky Levy, by the way, because I hit the party talk button.